Now, with the plane, well, no, I'll just go back to this other. The Australian Electoral Commission does 2 audits a year on political parties. Is that correct?
No, Senator.
So there are political parties are audited quite regular by the Australian
Yes, we do, and we do a
Electoral
range
Commission.
of compliance reviews, not
Right.
audits on a regular basis.
And these have been carried out with One Nation?
Yes, that is correct, Senator. There has been a compliance review recently.
And the One Nation has complied with it and worked with the Australian Electoral Commission?
And Senator, just for consistency's sake, I think before you came in, I think I was asked a similar question by Senator Watt, and I said that I wouldn't comment further on that matter given where we are at the moment. So.
I can personally say we have.
What have you done?
So with that, and I will go talk about the plane because the whole issue, and it's just, I think Mr Watt's interest in the plane, I think he should become a pilot himself and learn more about it. But what I would like to say about the plane, it is very unusual for a candidate to actually utilise the use of a plane, isn't it, during an election?
I wouldn't know, Senator.
Yeah, well, it usually is. You actually must disclose a gift in kind if it's used in an election. Is that correct? If anyone gives you something that you use in an election, you must disclose it.
There are certain categories that you need to disclose, and there are certain exclusions, Senator.
Right. Can you recall if from the federal election that One Nation was raised about the use of the plane, and the first email raised with the Electoral Commission was approximately around about January the 12th?
I don't recall that specifically, Senator.
Right. Do you recall that One Nation did present logbooks with regards to the plane, all information that was required, and actually One Nation brought it to the attention of the Electoral Commission because it was so unusual that planes were used in election campaigning?
Senator, to be consistent with what I've said this evening, it would be very unusual for me to talk to you about that matter given where we are in that process.
Right, fair enough, and thank you very much for that. Is it true that Bill Shorten, well, the leader of the opposition, actually failed to claim a donation for 8 years?
Senator, I think the issue you're referring to was public last year, was the issue of Unibuilt, from memory.
Yes, that one.
And I think that matter was dealt with, and I think that when that came to hand, I think the ALP then put in an amended disclosure return.
Right.
Again, I'm looking at Mr Pirani for that matter.
That was that $40,000 that he failed to actually claim from Unibill. That was the leader of the opposition. Could that possibly have been 3163?
As I said, Senator, when that matter came to light, I think, and I don't remember when that was last year, the ALP put in an amended return, and that was accepted, and that matter is now dealt with.
Right.
On that, Mr Rogers, has One Nation put in an amended return?
Excuse me.
To be fair, you don't
Point of order.
Well, Senator Hanson did interrupt me.
She made point of orders that this is a different category from asking questions, so I'll stick with Senator Hanson for a while.
One other thing, Senator, I might just...
know she'd put in an amended return. Like,
Senator
I'd like to know.
I'd
be fascinated
Senator
to know
Kelso,
if she had
you
put
don't have
in
to
an
call
amended
either.
return.
Have you put in an
if I
amended
could-
return, Senator Hanson?
Just for accuracy, Senator, if I could also, I'm now recollecting, I don't have that in front of me, but that matter also fell outside the 3-year statute on that particular issue. So the AEC has no power to reach back beyond that 3-year window in any case. And I might just get Mr Pirani to confirm that my understanding of that is correct.
Yes, under section 315, subsection 11 of the Electoral Act, we are unable to take any action in relation to an offence that's committed more than 3 years in the past. So clearly my recollection is Mr Shorten disclosed that as part of the Royal Commission hearing, and that an amended return was lodged, if not almost immediately after that disclosure was made.
Right. Is it also true that the Liberal Party failed to declare $958,000 donation from the Free Enterprise Foundation in 2010-2011?
I'm not sure that's the case, Senator. In fact, I'm fairly sure that's not the case.
Fake news.
To be fair, I might just say it is difficult for the officials to necessarily answer questions that might be 7 years ago off the top of their head.
I think, I remember broadly that issue, but I think that matter was...
Perhaps you can answer the question.
I think that matter was dealt with, and I'm not sure that it disclosed any particular failure to disclose. I stand to be corrected here.
Senator, you're referring to the Operation Spicer matters in New South Wales with the Free Enterprise Foundation and New South Wales disclosure laws? Is that maybe what you're referring to?
Yes, yes.
From memory, that did not disclose any
breach of the Commonwealth Act, but
electoral
there are
laws.
issues raised, which is why the New South Wales Electoral Funding Authority withheld public funding. But that, again, that was a matter under state law, not with the Commonwealth Electoral Act.
Right, but
So
these,
I think
these
that's
have
what
been
you're referring to.
they've been raised and they've been investigated, and of course they've found not to be, guilty. So they're innocent till proven guilty. Yes, that's fine. Look, I thank you, gentlemen, and yes, I know this is being investigated and it's been raised by virtually one person, but anyway, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Senator.
Thank you, Senator Hanson. Now, colleagues, I think we will go to the break late as scheduled, but I did promise I'd come to Senator Rhiannon, so why don't we go to Senator Rhiannon